Hi, my name is Augusto, and this video is a very brief description of an initiative we have taken at the University of Bologna in Italy of mapping the oil spill hazard in a global scale. The initiative is called GLAMOR. I decided to start the video with this picture because it gives us a very good idea of the dimension of the problem we are dealing with. This is a snapshot of the position of all AIS-equipped vessels presented as colored arrows. There are many ships sailing around. On the background, we have a maritime traffic density map for the year of 2016. Most of our maritime routes are confined to the coast, and there are few corridors connecting one side of the Atlantic with another. It is estimated that millions of tons of oil flow through these maritime routes every year, and over 600,000 tons of that end up in the oceans. Surprisingly, almost 50% of that is due to operational spills, small but frequent and many times intentional events. Reason why our society currently ignores the potential impacts they may have on our coasts. GLAMOR idea was triggered during the AtlantOS project, where we also aim to demonstrate that international efforts to generate ocean data can help society to manage the coastal oil spill hazard in a global scale. So how can we do that? In a very simplified way, we have international efforts gathering reliable ocean in situ data, which are then delivered to operational oceanography institutions. Those not only assess the quality of the data, but also assimilate them in their operational models, generating better forecasts. GLAMOR comes between the operational centers and the end users, transforming the intermediate level information into end products to support decision and policy making in oil spill risk management. And the most interesting part of this whole process is that the end products will be evaluated by the end users, and their feedback will be used not only to improve GLAMOR, but also the way we observe the oceans. But in order to support risk management, we should be able to answer three main questions. First, in case of a spill, what would be the most likely fate of the oil? Second, which areas represent higher hazard levels to the coast? And third, which coastal areas are more exposed to a certain source of hazard? But always keep in mind that we are dealing with oil spills, which are uncertain events, and we never know where, when, and how they will happen. And simulations under such conditions are a robust tool when dealing with the uncertain. GLAMOR is based on a large ensemble oil spill experiment where the members were designed to address the main sources of uncertainty in the field, namely spill position, metocean conditions during the spill characteristics or volume of oil spilled, the duration of the spill and type of oil, and the oil spill model setup itself. This is a snapshot of our web GIS, which shows the Iberian Peninsula, and the red dots mark the potential spill sites considered in our experiment, so-called release points. If the user clicks on any of those release points, he or she will get the most likely fate of a spill originated there. In red, we have areas which are more likely to be impacted by the oil rather than those in blue. We can also compare within several release points, identifying which areas are more prone to impact the coastlines in case of a spill. As expected, points closer to the shore represent a greater hazard there than those far offshore. Finally, after analyzing the results of our in-silver experiment, precisely the oil concentrations found at the coast by the end of the simulations, we have created an oil spill hazard index based on the statistical description of our dataset, which, applied to coastal areas, can help us to pinpoint regions for priority protection. In this example, we see the coastal municipalities in southern Portugal. Those municipalities more exposed to the oil spill hazard are marked in red and in brown, while those less exposed in blue. To sum up, GLAMOR is still an ongoing project. So far, we could develop a global-scale oil spill hazard mapping methodology. The outputs of the method application will be available in an open and free WebGIS service, and finally, the fitness for purpose of our products will be evaluated by the end users and used to improve GLAMOR and, of course, the way we observe the oceans. Thank you.